So, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I have been doing well. Thank you for asking. I think we are meeting
Okay.
for the very first time. So, ma'am,
Yes,
I would like to know from you a little bit.
sure. I will introduce myself, but before that, I always let my learner introduce themselves. So, if you can
Yeah,
introduce yourself, please.
surely. So, as you know, my name is Suman Das. I live
Mm-hmm.
in West Bengal, Kolani.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I am doing job in an IT company. I have overall 5 to 6 years of experience.
Mm-hmm.
As well as I am a wanderlust boy. I love traveling, and
Mm-hmm.
simultaneously I have a YouTube channel. Okay, where I
Mm-hmm.
upload dual conversation videos on my YouTube
Okay.
channel. Yeah,
Okay,
so this is
great.
my little bit short introduction.
Okay, wonderful. Good to know about you, Suman. I will introduce myself now. My name is Meghna Manjunath. I hail from a city called Mysore, which is in Karnataka. I
Okay.
have been a virtual tutor for over 3 years and an offline educator for children for 2 years. So, this is about me. So, before any further delay, shall we get started with our conversation on the session
Yeah.
topic?
Surely. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
I
You
hope
can.
you're comfortable because you'll have to hold the phone and stay this way for another 20 to 25 minutes. Are you okay with that?
No problem. No problem, ma'am.
Okay,
Actually,
okay.
I was
Hmm.
late because of my lunch. I was having my lunch.
Oh
Okay.
no,
So
okay,
it's only
okay.
one reason I did not join on
Right.
time.
No
So
worries,
sorry.
no worries. No, no, that's completely acceptable. Not to worry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So today's topic is about movies versus web series. So if you're okay with the topic, we could have conversation on this. Or else if you want to have a general conversation where I would ask you a couple of questions related to you, then we could go ahead with that as well. So what do you prefer?
You can ask me some general question and after that
Ah,
you can.
general questions. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. So, tell me, Suman, when did you develop interest for traveling? Because you said you are a wanderlust person, right? And you love
Yes, ma'am.
traveling. So, you can tell me when did you develop that interest for traveling and which has been one of your best trips so far? You could tell me more about that.
When I went to Darjeeling and
Hmm?
after that I realized I
Hmm.
have to travel each and every year.
Hmm.
Okay, uh,
Hmm.
2 times or 1 time.
Mm,
It is
mm,
good for me because each
mm,
and every day I am getting a lot of
mm,
headache from my companies. Okay,
mm,
because
mm,
each and every day I
mm,
make different projects. Okay,
mm,
so
mm,
uh, I need some refreshment. Okay,
mm,
it's only
mm,
one reason I try to
mm,
go out,
mm,
especially weekend days, uh,
mm,
through my bike. Okay, I have a
mm,
sports bike,
mm,
so I love too much travel. So
mm,
that's why whenever I interact with any new tutor or
mm,
anyone, so that time I tell them, ma'am,
mm,
I am a boy who has a wanderlust, who love traveling.
mm. Okay, great. All right. So you would not say I love too much travel, but instead you can say I thoroughly enjoy traveling. That's one way
Okay,
of saying it. Or you can say I love traveling. That itself says, right? For
okay.
example, if I say I like sweets versus I love sweets. So you can see the difference. When I say like, sweets can be replaced with something else as well, right?
Okay,
Whereas when
okay,
I say I love sweets, chances of sweets getting replaced with something else would be very rare, right? So you
okay,
don't say too much because generally we don't say too much. For example, if it is in a negative way, for example, that's a lot of rice on my plate. That's a lot, right? Too
hmm.
much of something is too bad, we would say. But generally, we don't use too much, right? But if you
Yes,
say you love something a lot, you can say, I love traveling. I
okay. I
thoroughly
love
enjoy
traveling.
traveling. Yes, you can say that. Okay.
Okay,
All right. So, next thing, what I want to ask you is why don't you tell me something about your childhood? What kind of a personality did you have? What kind of memories do you have about your childhood?
Okay, so especially I would like to tell you, I
Hmm.
came from humble family. So
Hmm.
my childhood was not good. Even my
Hmm.
education was not good.
Hmm.
Actually, when I gave my 10th exam, so that
Hmm.
time I
Hmm.
got 25 marks. If I would
Hmm.
get 24 marks, I would
If
fail.
I got past tense, right? So
Yeah.
if I got another 10 marks or 15 marks, I would have passed. I
So
would have passed. Hmm.
yeah, so I got
Hmm.
25 marks.
Hmm.
Uh,
Hmm.
if
Hmm.
I would have 24 marks, I would fail.
Hmm. Hmm. Right,
So
right.
just you can imagine,
So you
because
just
of
passed.
tuition, because
Hmm.
of tuition,
Hmm.
because my parents they did not spend a lot of money for my education
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
we came from humble family.
Hmm.
My
Hmm.
father was a daily labor. Okay,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
struggle a lot.
Hmm.
After that, I got this job.
Hmm.
Then
Hmm.
uh,
Hmm.
then I fulfill my dream.
Mm, wonderful. So you have come from a long way. You have had a long journey, right?
Yes, yes,
That's great. So you must pat on your shoulder because it's your effort as well that you have come this long, right?
yes, yes.
Okay. So now, do you have any other memories of school or friends that you would like to talk about?
Okay, so
Hmm.
one of garden nearby
Hmm.
my home. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
it
There
was
was
not.
a garden. Is
It
there
was not
still a
garden.
garden? Hmm.
Sorry, I beg your pardon.
What I'm asking is that the do you mean to say park?
Yeah, yeah, park. Yes, it
Okay,
was not
okay, okay.
garden. It was a park.
Park.
Okay,
Okay. So
so
is that park
yeah,
still there near your home? Because
yes,
if
yes,
yes,
yes.
you can say there is a park near my home. But if it was past tense, then you're going to say there was a park near my home. You can say.
No, no,
Hmm.
this park is still here.
Then you can say there is a park. Okay, go
Yeah,
on.
so
Hmm.
there is a park.
Hmm.
So near which park nearby my home. So
Hmm.
when I was a
Hmm.
kid, so that time
Hmm.
I went to that park. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
because we nourish a lot of cow. We nourish
Okay.
a lot of cows. So
Nourish
if
or feed? Nourish or feed?
yeah, we feed a
Ah.
lot of cows, so that's
Ah.
why I try to cut
Hmm.
some grass. Okay,
Okay.
on that
Right.
ground. Okay, so
Okay.
at that time, one of person
Hmm.
caught me, and they
Oh.
asked me, "Why you came here?" Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
uh, after that, I told him, ki, my uncle also still here. You can ask this question. You can ask
Hmm.
to him.
You can ask
Okay.
him as well.
Yeah,
Right.
because actually
Hmm.
I uh, came with him. Okay.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
at that time he
Hmm.
was not that place.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So then he mm,
Hmm.
uh, actually, I'm unable to find
It's fine.
a
It's fine.
word.
Take your time. Take your
So
time. Hmm.
at that time, he told me, "Okay, you come with me." Then
Oh
he
no. Hmm.
locked me. Okay, just
Okay.
you can imagine.
Oh my
Then,
goodness. Hmm.
then I was crying at that time,
Oh
continuously
no.
1 hour,
Hmm.
and he released me from that place.
Oh,
Oh
so
my God, it was
where
so
did he
terrible.
lock you up? Where did he lock you up? Where did he lock you up?
In the morning, in the morning.
No, no, no. Where? Where did he lock you up? Did he take
Uh,
you to his place?
actually, there are so many cottages in that park.
Got it, got
Okay.
it. So he locked you
Yeah.
up in one of those small cottages. Oh
Yes.
no.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
he told me from
Hmm.
today you
Hmm.
don't need to come here. Okay,
You shouldn't come here.
yeah, you shouldn't come
Mm,
here
mm,
because this is a park. But I
mm,
went to that place many times, more than
mm,
2 years, 3 years,
mm,
with my
mm,
uncle. Okay,
mm, mm.
we feed cows, so that
We
purpose
fed.
we,
Mm,
yeah, we fed cows, so that's why
mm,
we cut that
mm,
grass.
mm,
I don't
mm,
know why suddenly that person came. I think
mm,
that person joined newly. He did not know
mm.
anything
Maybe,
regarding
maybe.
that park,
Correct,
so it
correct.
was
Yes,
also one reason. Might
yes,
be.
yes. And it was your bad luck that he had to
Yeah,
catch you and, and lock you in a cottage, right?
I think
Mm,
I also made a one mistake
mm,
when I was cutting
mm,
that grass. So
mm,
at that
mm,
time, I
mm,
pulp uh, one and two flowers.
mm. Oh,
So I think
right.
that was main reason. I
Hmm.
think that was
Correct,
main
correct.
reason.
Yes,
Okay.
quite possible. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So I did
Okay.
not
Hmm.
told you
Hmm.
initially.
Hmm.
Just
Hmm.
now I remember
You
those things.
remembered now, yes,
Yeah,
because it
yeah, yeah.
happened many years ago, right?
Yes, yes.
So,
It's
yes. So,
been 20 years. 20
hmm.
years
Correct,
ago.
correct. Yes. So, what did that incident teach you?
So that incident taught
Hmm.
me
Hmm.
whenever you go anywhere,
Hmm.
you must ask to someone, he, I'm
Hmm.
going to this work. Can I
Hmm.
go do this work? Okay, or
Hmm.
not?
Right,
If
right.
they allow me, so
Hmm.
definitely I can do this work, otherwise not.
Hmm. Right. So, do you still apply that rule even now?
Yeah, yeah, obviously, obviously. These days I'm applying this rule because
Right, right.
um,
Hmm.
social media is evolving. Okay,
Correct.
so
Yes.
whenever I do any work, so each and
Hmm.
everything
Hmm.
monitored by CCTV.
Correct. That's true.
Yeah. So
Yes.
if I
Hmm.
do any wrong thing, so I can
Hmm.
easily capture by
Hmm.
CCTV. So
Correct.
this is
You're
not
right.
good. So
Hmm.
that's why. So that was
Hmm.
my big blunder when I was a kid.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
plucked. Uh,
Hmm.
I plucked. Plucked. Could you pronounce
I
that
will help you.
word
I
for
will
me?
help you. Pluck. Pluck. Pluck.
Yeah, yeah.
Pluck.
So
I pluck
without,
some flowers without asking anybody.
yes, yes.
Mhm. Okay, yes, correct. So instead of saying anything wrong or any wrong thing, it's not any wrong thing, but you can say if I make a mistake, if I make
Okay.
a mistake, or if it is a wrongdoing, if it is a wrongdoing, then such recordings might go viral on social media, might go, right? Might
Yes.
go viral on social media, right?
Okay.
Okay. So far, if you had to share with me three things that you have learned about life, or if life has taught you, what are those three things that you would share with me?
Okay. One thing I would like to tell you,
Hmm.
I learn from this society. If you give your best, so you
Hmm.
can get your best result.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
And second is you must help someone who are
Hmm.
needy, who are
Hmm.
not getting enough opportunities. So you
Hmm.
must help someone,
Hmm.
but before that you must be rich, or you must be educated.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
This is very important.
Hmm. Right.
And third thing is
Hmm.
um, be humble,
Hmm.
be calm in front of
Hmm.
everyone. Okay, you
Hmm.
have to respect your parents. You have
Hmm.
to talk to girls
Hmm.
politely
Hmm.
without angriness.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
this is good. These
Without
three things,
anger. Without anger. Not angriness, without anger.
yeah, without anger.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
these three things I learned.
Okay, great, wonderful. Now, if you had to give a piece of advice to someone who's younger than you, what kind of advice would you give him or her?
Actually, ma'am,
Hmm.
especially I'm talking about social media. So these days,
Hmm.
social media is evolving.
Hmm.
So, so I would like to tell them,
Hmm.
you must, study hard. You
Hmm.
must give your 100%. After
Hmm.
that, one day you will get good result. You will reach out
Hmm.
good
Hmm.
position. So you
Hmm.
don't need to use more social media. Yeah, you can
Hmm.
use social media at least 30
Hmm.
minutes, 40
Hmm.
minutes, not
Hmm.
every day. Because
Hmm.
I saw there are a lot of
Hmm.
students, they are scrolling Instagram, Facebook, uh,
Hmm.
8 hours, 9 hours in a day.
Hmm.
Just you can
It's called
imagine.
as it's called as mindlessly scrolling for hours, right?
Yes, yes,
Mindlessly scrolling for hours. Yes, I agree with you.
yes,
Hmm.
yes. Even
Correct.
sometimes who are
Hmm.
not students, who are
Hmm.
um, corporate employee or who are
Hmm.
elder than me,
Hmm.
they are
Hmm.
also using too much social media. This is not good, I
Hmm.
think.
Correct. Yes, I completely agree with you. It's a complete addiction, isn't it? And it's
Yes,
very difficult to get over such addiction. So, which is
yes,
why we need to recognize this addiction and start replacing it with healthier habits, right?
yes, yes.
Okay, great,
So,
wonderful.
ma'am, could you
Hmm,
tell me
hmm,
how,
hmm,
students or how
hmm.
other people they use social media very less time? Could you tell me some advice?
Can you repeat that? The last part, how
I
students.
how they keep distance from social media?
Oh, okay. How do they reduce on this dangerous habit you mean to say?
Yeah.
Right. So, for example, I was addicted as well to usage of social media, and the first step is to recognize it and to accept it, right? That's
Hmm.
the first and the foremost step. A lot of people they defend themselves. Are you familiar with the term defend? Defend is defensive. They get very defensive, saying, "Oh no, I'm not at fault," right? So that is called
Okay.
as being defensive, right? So
Defensive.
when defensive, defensive,
Defensive. Yeah. Offensive and
defensive.
defensive.
Yes, correct. Bingo, you're right.
Hmm.
So similarly, they tend to defend themselves, saying that no, I don't use social media so much, right? But instead, you need to accept that yes, it is a habit or it has become a form of addiction, and you need to start comparing all your other aspects of life. For example,
Okay.
you need to sit and analyze, are you satisfied with your career? Are you satisfied with your finances? Are you satisfied with overall the relationship status with your family and friends? If not, start working on it, right?
Okay.
Are you satisfied with your mental health, right? If not, if you're not happy with your mental state, and if you're constantly anxious, worried, you need to start meditating, you need to start getting into some fitness regime, right? So that's how
Okay.
you need to analyze, make a plan, right? And start talking to people who might have had similar habit or addiction. They
Okay.
will be
Okay.
able to help you out on how you can overcome this addiction, right?
Actually, this addiction is evolving day by day, day by day.
Hmm.
Actually,
Hmm.
I'm unable to explain how much
Hmm.
people
Hmm.
use this social media these
Yes,
days.
correct. No, I'm completely aware of it, Suman, because I have seen so many case studies. I have also seen how there have been some acts of danger or scams which have taken place through social media. It's
Yeah.
extremely difficult to deal with it.
Yes.
It's high
Yes.
time that people realize it becomes a dangerous addiction and they need to start working upon themselves for it.
Yeah.
Right? I hope I was able to answer to your question.
Yes, ma'am.